Hello everyone, this is Mr Marsh. I'm head of Year 7 at Mary Court. Now myself and Miss Burke, my assistant, have been trying to contact people over the last few weeks to try and talk through some things that are going to be involved with the transition. This short presentation is a presentation that we would have shown to parents on the transition evening, and it's probably got details on that you will want to know for September if we've not already answered the questions. So we'll just go through a few things now which might give you some information about what's going to happen in September and how to be kind of ready for the kids coming. Now I just want to introduce you to the pastoral team that we're looking after pupils in Year 7. Obviously Mr Mangan is the head teacher, but these are the people that will be looking after the pupils when they come on a day-to-day basis. We have the head of lower school, that's Miss Bennett. She's assistant head teacher with a number of responsibilities, including Years 7 and 8. And then below her is myself. I'm Mr Marsh. I'm the head of year. So on a day-to-day basis, I'm the one that will be supporting the form tutors and the teaching staff, and I'll be monitoring pupils' social, emotional, and academic progress. And if you need to get in contact with anyone in the school about Year 7, it's me that you should come to. Apart from if you've got a specific question, say for the maths teacher or an English teacher, then everything else should come through me or my assistant, Miss Burke. We will be the people that will be looking after you on a day-to-day basis, helping the form tutors. The attendance officer is Mrs Hunter, and we also have a pastoral admin team or student services team of Miss Corkery and Mrs Thomas. Now when you arrive with us in September, you'll be placed into one of these 7 forms, as A is Arrowsmith, B Barlow, C is Campion, F is Fletcher, H is Hurst, M is Moore, and P is Plessington. These are all mixed ability sets, and you will have all of your lessons within the form for now. We are going through COVID, obviously things may change, but what we've decided to do is all forms in Year 7 are going to be taught in those form rooms for the majority of the lessons. There are some lessons you will go to, for example PE or science, where you'll need specific kind of areas to do that lesson. These are the form tutors you will have there, an experienced, very, very, very good form team, and they are the teachers that will be looking after you on a day-to-day basis. You will see them every morning. You will have them for PHSE and for something called CFL, which are Connections for Learning. Now, after speaking to parents over the past few weeks, it seems that most people have already purchased the uniform. For those people that haven't, this is what it looks like. Our official uniform suppliers are Kids Kirby in Kirby and Whitaker's in Southport. But everyone needs to wear a blazer. So on the left hand side we've got the boys. They need to wear a blazer, a grey shirt, school tie, dark grey trousers and black leather shoes, which I'll come to in a second. And the girls, again, everyone needs to wear a blazer. The girls wear a yellow shirt, a school tie, a pleated skirt. This year the girls are allowed to wear either white or grey socks, again black leather shoes, and in the summer term they can wear blue and white blouse. No one's allowed to wear any makeup or jewellery apart from a watch, and this year school jumpers are not compulsory, although they do look really smart. When you go to the uniform suppliers, they'll also be able to tell you about the PE uniform, which is girls have a yellow polo shirt and maroon shorts, maroon game socks, and they'll need white socks as well. And optional but recommended is a sweatshirt that they do sport outside, particularly when it's cold. The boys have an indoor kit, which is a white polo shirt and white shorts and white socks, and an outdoor kit is black shorts and the maroon rugby top and maroon game socks. So continuing with uniform is footwear. On the left hand side you can see what we are saying as acceptable footwear. Basically it needs to be black leather, polishable with a heel. That's both for girls and the boys. We don't want shoes with logos, we don't want trainers, we don't want canvas shoes or anything with big bows on. So make sure when you're buying the footwear for September it fits in with what we are saying is acceptable footwear. Now, when you come to us, we're going to be asking the pupils to be organised. You'll be given a timetable on the first day, something I'll show you in a minute, and the timetable should be put up in your bedroom or in the kitchen or somewhere where you're going to be able to see this, so you can be prepared for the day after. There's no point in bringing all of your books in for all the days. So if you know you've got maths, history, geography and science on a Tuesday, well then put those books in your bag ready on the Monday. You'd no need to bring your PE kit on the Tuesday if you've no PE. So just have a look at your timetable, but make sure you're organised. Now, as a pupil in Year 7, we'll be expecting you to be more organised and for looking after yourself a little bit more than you did in primary school. Your homework, well, we have a homework app called Show My Homework. Now, Show My Homework will be explained to you in a bit more detail when you come. You can't access it now, but if you've got older brothers and sisters, you'll know how this works. The homework will be put onto this app, which you'll download for free on your phone or your tablet, and the homework will be explained on there by your member of staff, when it's due in, how long it should take, any links to external websites. Sometimes the homework may be well set on there. Now, you can't really forget your homework. That's why we use this, because you'll get a notification. Also, parents, you'll also get a notification as soon as a member of staff sets a piece of work. You should also be able to check whether the pupils have finished or completed or handed in the work as well. This will be kind of explained to the pupils on the first day. They'll be given a login and then you can download the app free. The equipment. Standard equipment. We'd expect you to have a pencil case, and in that pencil case with pens, pencils, rulers, you'll be asked to get a scientific calculator as well, specifically for maths, but you won't need to bring in any exercise books and so on, because you'll be given those. Now, you'll have to bring them in for the lessons, but we don't expect you to go out and buy them. Textbooks will also be supplied as well, but we do make sure that you are equipped, because every week you'll have an equipment check by your form tutor to make sure that you're ready to go, ready for lessons. Now, to keep that equipment in, you will need a bag big enough for an A4 folder. So the girls won't be able to bring in little tiny handbags, they're no good to anybody. And on some days you may well have PE and tech and some other lessons as well. So that bag's going to need to be big enough. Don't bring in one of those huge big kit bags that you might have for cricket or football or rugby or something. Just a backpack, but make sure it's big enough for an A4 folder. Again, we check those, on a regular basis to make sure people are bringing the right equipment in. We don't have lockers down in Arnold because the building is smaller, because it's designed for Year 7 and 8, so you will have to take your equipment around with you. Now, just a little bit about attendance. Our expectation is that all pupils in school have an attendance of 95% or above. Now, this is checked daily and it starts with registration. The registration begins at 8:50. The bell will go and pupils will go into the form room. The form tutor will take the register, and if the pupil isn't in on our system in Sims, it automatically sends a message to you through something called RS Connect, so you'll be made aware if a pupil isn't in school. I would ask that if you are aware that your son or daughter is not going to be in school on that day, that you contact school before 8:30 and leave a message, unless you speak directly to one of the secretaries, to alert us that they won't be in. I would say also that holidays. School is not allowed to authorise holidays taken during term time, so please have a look at the calendar. That will tell you when the holidays are going to be for the next academic year. Now, here at Maricourt we run a cashless catering system using fingerprint technology. It's called Very Cool, which is linked to Parent Pay. On the first day of term, you'll need to send your child in with a packed lunch. That will give us time to set them up on the system. We'll scan the fingerprint and take the picture, which is then onto the Very Cool system. The students will be given an activation letter, and from then on you'll be able to set up a Parent Pay account. Everything that requires payment in school, whether it be in the canteen or school trips, goes through Parent Pay, so that's really important. Now, the dining room is open in the morning for breakfast service, normally from 8:30 to 8:50. We also have a break service, but from September we won't be running the break service. However, the pupils will be able to go into the dining room to order a grab and go or to pre-order their lunch from the 7th of September, which will allow them to pre-order whatever's on the menu, whether it be the packed lunches, so to speak, so the sandwiches, or a full meal like a roast or whatever it may be on that day. The Sefton sets the meal deal price, which is currently at £2.30 per day, and the pupils can't spend any more than £7 a day, just to prevent them spending all your money. Applications for free school meals are made to the LEA, and if your child receives a free school meal, their allocation automatically added to the account on a daily basis, so you don't need to keep topping it up. We do encourage pupils not to bring money to school, but they might bring a basic amount in, that they're going to keep in your coat or something if they're going on the bus, or if we're going to collect for charities, particularly in the Lenten collection. Now, from September, we're going to be running a slightly modified school day to help with the social distancing measures coming in and out of school. This is for Year 7. So from registration as normal, from 8:50 to 9:05, they'll then have 5 one-hour lessons each day. Period 1 and 2 as normal in the morning. Break time as normal from 11:15 till 11:30. Period 3 is also normal time. Lunch is modified from 12:35 to 1:05. And then they have 2 one-hour lessons, period 4 and 5, after lunch. School then ends for Year 7 at 3:15. However, it's going to be 3 o'clock on the first 2 days of term. That's on Thursday the 3rd and Friday the 4th. Year 7 will go at 3 p.m. Now, if the pupils get the bus, we'll obviously supervise them, but if they get the train, they're allowed to go, or if you're picking them up, they're allowed to go at 3 p.m. as well. Now, this is just an example of a timetable. This is one from the current Year 7. Yours will look slightly different. The main difference being in September we no longer finish, or the pupils no longer finish early on a Wednesday Y week. So the first thing I want you to notice is that there's 2 blocks. You've got X and Y. That's because we run a 2-week timetable, and the only real difference is that some of your subjects are at different times in that week. You'll notice that there's 5 one-hour lessons each day, and in the box it says the art, science, Spanish, whatever it may be, and you've also got the teacher's name, which is written at the bottom, so you'll know who your teachers are. The big difference between this and the one that you will get in September is, if you'll notice, on each lesson there is a room number, whether it be BI1, A4, A2. Yours will be nearly all the same room, because what we've decided to do is Year 7s are going to be in the form room and the lessons will take place there. The teachers will come to you. There will be some subjects that you will move to other rooms for, whether it be science or PE, but your timetable will kind of look the same as that. I just thought I'd show it you so you can see what it's going to be like. Now, as for transport, most students travel to school by bus or train. The school doesn't organise any specific school bus service. They're all run via Mersey Travel, so you need to contact Mersey Travel to find out where the closest bus stop is to you to come into school. The train runs every 15 minutes, which is not a problem. It's only round the corner. If you're not sure where this is, I'd suggest maybe over the summer have a bit of a trial run to see how you get to and from the train station, but there will be hundreds of children moving between the school and the train station at the beginning and the start of the day, even with the staggered starts that we've got. Car parking is very restricted. If you're going to be picking pupils up from Arnold in September, be aware on Damfield Lane there is building work going on just up the road, which might cause the congestion outside school to be quite severe at the beginning. Please don't park in the lay-by, because the buses are going to be coming down the street, they're past the traffic and trying to get into the lay-by so they can kind of pick the children up. There won't be room for you to pull into the school car park because of the number of staff that we have as well. So just have a bit of a trial run again to see where you're going to pick your son or daughter up after school. So finally, what we're going to do on the first few days. Well, school begins on Thursday the 3rd of September, and you should arrive at school to start at 8:50. At 8:50 we'll be in the hall, we'll have a quick registration and a short assembly. You'll then be assigned your form, and you'll go with your form tutor to your form classes to work on transition materials, and that will include things about getting to know each other, starting friendships, getting to know the school, who's who, rules and stuff about the school. On the Friday, you'll have another transition day working with Everton in the community this time, the whole year all together. And your lessons for real start on Monday the 7th of September. And just remind you that you'll need a packed lunch for the first 2 days, just to get you ready for the very cool fingerprint system. And then year 7 will finish at 3 p.m. on the first 2 days. And then from the Monday at 3:15. And what's the next steps? Well, parents, if you can keep an eye on any emails that the school might send to you and look on the school website. And pupils, if you go on the transition page where this video should now be, have a go at the work that's on there that certain subjects have set you. But from then, just relax and enjoy your summer break, and we look forward to seeing you all in September and welcome you into the Maricourt family. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye.